Hey, this is Blind Fox and welcome at my playthrough of Gunsmith Simulator. We have collected some of our stuff there. We'll go and see what we're gonna do. So we have 3-star, the Maculette, 2-star, we've got the 2 Colts, and the M7072. Funny enough, last time when we had it in the box, or in the either specialization, or you handed it in completely, there only was 2 stars, there wasn't place for a 3rd star. Then we've got a lot of stuff for 1 star, you can read there. We have covered quite a few guns here yet, but we haven't done all of them yet. Not by a long shot. We have not. So, we are going to do... We'll start today with another gun. The Desert Eagle. Another pistol. Very nice. And the sad thing again, they don't show the caliber. They've got rate of fire, they've got clip, they've got weight and a lot of other stuff, but they do not have the caliber. Or not where I can read it. Do pause and read all of that if you want to. We'll pop it up there. Just get it centered nicely. So our Desert Eagle. We want to have it disassemble completely. And this thing has got 49 parts. Some more parts than the Polish VIS we did last time. I think that one only had, what, 43? Very easy to disassemble this thing so far. Let's lift you up to see what we are missing, and because this is only a pistol, but try and do this with a rifle, you just won't be able to do it. Interesting one. One where the slide is into. And again we've got pins. Oh, those pins. Relatively nice open frame. Where is that part that we are looking for? Well, there we've got our magazine, 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, looks like it. Less than most. Magazines apparently looks like has 4 or 5 parts, but there, I think one of, I can't remember which one, besides the round magazines, but your box magazines sort of have 4 or 5 parts. But one of them has more. Can't remember which one. And that's besides your round magazines. Those things just has a ridiculous amount of parts. I wonder how these guns actually rate on amount of parts. I don't know any gunsmiths that can actually tell me, that also play the game, put it that way. Here thing is just a wee bit big. Again, all of these pins doesn't count as parts again. Do again feel free to pause. Sorry that I do not. It would be fun if I actually could read the stuff that they say there. But I cannot. That's the sad part when I play games. Can't read the stuff. But even if you can't read whatever they're saying, we've got screws on the other side. That's what is the problem here. And I haven't picked it up, so I can't see properly, like. There we go, let's pick it up. Turn it around and see what we are missing. There is still something in there. The problem is this is just too big. I can't see what is the problem there. It just doesn't want to do what it should do. And there it is, still there. But we can't find whatever it is we have to release to get you out. Or I can't find it. Let's see, can I see it from this side? No. We know it's there somewhere, and that's the bad part. If you are missing anything, you are just missing it. Oh, come on, because I can see it's there. I can see you there. But it doesn't want to get out. I can't find it now. We'll see if I can actually find it. Ever. Interesting deal spring. What the hell was it that I couldn't get out of that thing? No, that was very weird. So we've got missing, broken parts, rusty parts, dirty parts and fine parts. Oh, we're gonna create some parts again and we'll clean some stuff first. Not that old gun, so not that much wear on it. Some of your old guns has got more wear on it. See, these guns not really used. The parts are still shiny. There's some manufacturing marks on them, but compared to some of the flintlocks you get in this game, these parts are immaculate. Only one part we can create. Well, that thing creates its first one. We'll go back for the second one in a bit. Luckily it can wait. Here you can also see the rust come off, but you can't really see the parts that well. There's not that much detail, they just get lighter. More steely. There's not as much detail, even if you zoom in. There isn't as much detail as you can see as when you clean them. Open the doors, unscrew you, turn around. If you only do one part, I rarely do the puzzle game with this. The moment I've got two parts, I always do the puzzle game where you get a block of iron or steel or bronze or aluminium and then fit your parts into it. That's fun because then you can sort of make more parts, fit parts in, which is actually fun to do. But I'm not going to do that. It takes longer to do that than just create one part. Now we've got a bunch of parts. Just check this machine always to put in our brewing machine. Very nice. Chemical bath to be precise. And there's a lot of parts. All of the parts we just cleaned in the sander have to be glued again. Lot of stuff to buy. A desert eagle. Haven't yet done a desert eagle before, I think. Internal whatever and internal left. Internal rotor spring left. Huh. And here we've got two of them. Recoil spring left, recoil spring right. Oh, recoil rod. Recoil rod. Right. Now this is an interesting recoil system. I think it's the only gun so far in game where you've got both a left or in the only pistol. I don't know if other guns, but or the rifles and the carbines, but definitely the only pistol where you've got two little recoil springs. This is a departure of the Browning template. Although it's still recoil springs, it's two of them now, not only one. Not to be more precise, there's four. So you do have quite a bit of springs. Got that spring, that spring, and all to do, I think, with the recoil. Yes, all to do with your recoil stuff. And just look at all these parts we have to clean. All of these little things with all of these little things. This is difficult because I can't really see the yellow. Oh, right. Cool. So this has a whole, there we go. Nice patterning there. Huh. Now we have to actually figure out how to put this thing together again. Oh, difficult. Ah, now it works. Stupid thing. And again here is little pieces. That is not on the list. There is a little spring there, I think. Just when it turned it looked like it, but still little pieces. I would hate to disassemble this gun in real life. I mean, all those little pins. And if you break one, I mean, it must suck majorly. Not only do you have big parts, I mean a lot of springs, and this gun is really complicated. You've got all of these little pins. Still nice and cool, the whole recoil system that fits in there. Not yet. Oh, there we go. I wonder how these shoot. I've never actually handled one. Not that I've handled a lot of the, well, most of the guns I see here. Well, all of the guns, to be exact. But we will take it to the range and then we will see how it shoots. Now the grip looks nice, and let's put you back. Now I'm tired just from assembling this. Pop you on the table. Oh, come on, first remove the magazine. Now do this. Now apply the safety. Now do this. Now remove the safety. Now do this. Now do that. Now apply the safety again. Really simple gun. Nice lines. Funny barrel shape in front. I wonder if this gives us a bit, the big lower barrel part, or the lower part here gives a bit help with the recoil. As in provided, I don't know if it provides extra A bit of extra weight there, has it? I don't know. Nice. Quite a large site. If you go and watch the other video, the one just before this, we had the VIS Polish pistol, much more reminiscent of sights of the Brownings, or FN Brownings. This one huge. This one is almost too huge. That VIS had a little sight. This one, the sight is almost too large. And sounds like a much more hefty bang. Much heftier firing sound. Could be just in my mind, but really. See how well did we do? 200 and something? Well, we did not bad. Not that far off 50%. Let's see, how do we do if we just fire it like that? Hold steady, go in. Really, this gun has got some recoil. And I was keeping my mouse hand ready, not moving my mouse hand while I was pulling the trigger. And you can see how the recoil just lifted this gun into the air. Quite cool. Ooh, where am I going? Ah, it only shows the one side, doesn't show the next star, no wonder. That's why it must look so funny. It doesn't show the next star. Let's just see, did we do the QBZ? Not. QBZ? Not. Yes, no. Let's see. Don't want to do a gun that we have done and then just realize that we have done it before. This stuff is not alphabetically, it's how in the order you did it. So no, we have not yet done a QBZ. And we've got our semi-automatic rifle. This always looks funny with the handle there. This is one of the stuff that you can sometimes, you've got two different configurations. There, we're gonna remove that little rifle part. Still disassemble completely, and this one is 49. This has got the exact same amount of pieces that the Desert Eagle just had. So the Desert Eagle is truly a very complicated handgun. I mean, this submachine gun has got, well, not a submachine, I don't know, sorry, this automatic rifle has got the same amount of parts that maybe it's got more, I don't know, of the stuff that doesn't count, sort of your springs and stuff, but overall it's got the same amount of parts, or the same number of parts. Just not picking this up at the moment. It's just easier to do it like this. Well, at least the pins, all of these little pins are bigger than the ones we just had. I mean, those little pins that kept the recoil spring together, that was just crazy with the Desert Eagle. These pins are almost gigant. What is it? Huge. What is the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. Is it gigantuan? And again, do pause if I click on the parts, and sorry that I do not read it, but I really can't. Would love to read it, but me no read. Sorry. Again, it is a game you can play without being able to read. It would just be more interesting if I could read this stuff. No, I'm not illiterate, I just can't read. There we go. Now I'm almost tired. This was fast, at least faster as the other. So we've got missing parts, we've got broken parts, we've got dirty parts, we've got rusty parts, we've got a bunch of missing parts. So it looks like we are going to be doing some severe manufacturing. So we are removing these because we do not need them. We are going to make new parts for them in their configuration. So these are not part of the broken ones, these are just parts that we have to create of the missing. So we'll start with the cleaning. This is going to be one long job. Again, you can see relatively new gun. We have got some manufacturing or some machine marks on these, but the metal is quite in a good condition. No structural coloration much. And again, your bigger parts a bit difficult to do, but again, nice texture here. And you can see there is a plethora of parts. So I think we will first start with this, because I think there is big parts. Let's see, maybe yeah, this is the problem of these parts. Hang on. So why did I do that? Because I want to add this part first. Of course, this is the biggest part we have. Now we can fit all of the other parts around it. Huh. Goody me, where did we end up? Now we need to do what? Now we need to turn this thing. Oh, come on, how do you turn it again? I forgot. Ah, there we go. There we go, we have to turn it. Luckily there is a turning function. So, now we've got all of the parts we need. Now it's time to make some parts we do not need, because we have got space. Alright, now this is the bad part. If you've got such a big part of a gun to do, you have to use the big piece of metal. Oh, is it aluminium? Steel, I can't remember which one it is. So it is a big block. You can see that it is huge. It cost you $100. It'd be expensive and it takes a bit of time. Just see how much. You can see there it will take some time, so we will be using this. Get on, get on, get on. Now we'll watch these stuff come out. Half of them are done. You can't really go. You just can. They are all on one level. You can't have more than one level of parts. So. Now we're waiting for this because, well, can't really do anything before these are created. But there we get to the part. You will see a large part. I'll display it first, then the rest. Do we have some more to do? Nope. And you can't use a machine if you don't have any parts to create. So if you don't have a gun on the table, you can't just go creating gun parts. But if you've got a gun on the table, you can create gun parts until the I mean, for one, everything that fits on a block you can create. If you for some reason want to create extra parts, which you will pay for because you pay for that block. It's not the client that pays for that metal. You can do one part and just not create all of your parts and go make a lot of different parts. Come on. Stupid thing. Okay, now look at all these stuff we need. Q, B, Z, So let's see what we need. A car. Oh, come on. That we need. That we need. Second generation. Yes, that we need. Butt plate, yes. This is one expensive job. That one. If it's got this mark next to it, you know that you can create it. If it does not have that mark, you cannot create it. Still wonder why you can't create a trigger. I can create all of the other stuff, but not the trigger. Huh. But it's still cheaper. We still get. It's cheaper, but as I say, you pay for that. Your client doesn't pay for it. Unless you get a bonus for it, we'll see. Sometimes you actually get a bonus for some of this. If you use, if you can get by not using, spending all the guy's money. And see, here's something we create double of. Again, do feel free to pause and read. Oh, come on, where are you? There we go, that's the one I'm looking for. Okay, now we are going to take this thing to the shooting range. And this was a long one, just for 2 firearms. Something about semi-automatic rifles is you never know where the safeties are. Yeah, well, if I can find the handle, I might be able to do that. Hang on, there you go. No, that's safety, is it not? There's the safety. Where, I may ask, is that other? There we go. Ah, the safety again. This is a weird one. But we have to take it to the range this week. This week we're gonna have some long videos. But we do need to take it to the range. Which range? Oh, let's take it to this range. We could take it to the watermelon range, but this is not, I think, a machine gun as such. Machine guns we'll take to the other range. Submachine guns and such. But These not, let's just see how. Oh, this is not a good one for it. Oh well, let's just... This is not a good one. I should have gone to the other range. Let's go to the other range quickly. Hey, and you do not run with your gun in front of you, how nice. Let's go there. Really difficult to actually hit that. You basically do not even have a thing to aim with properly with this. It is difficult. Okay, let's do our recoil test. We'll start there. Let's start at that place. Got somewhat of a recoil. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. There we go. And that we did. You can see here we did get a $50 reward for creating the gun with... We spent $100, that's what our cost was for the billet of metal. So we got the 100 back and we got a $50, but that is basically 100 the bonus for saving the guy money on the one hand, but he doesn't pay directly for your creating him parts. And that is that. We'll check out what we're gonna do next time. So we've got an extra thing to do. Where are you gonna add it? We're gonna add it where? Here, I think. For the chemical stuff. I'm not gonna add it for the painting. Sorry, that is not the paint, that is the rust gun. I'm not gonna add it for the rust gun. I'll do that later. Now we can add these as it come. We still need 7. And that is our one for this, the last one for the week. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please come donate on patreon.com, and see you at my next gameplay through, which will most likely be this one again. So thanks for watching.